To coincide with National Youth Month, celebrated under the theme Accelerating Youth Economic Emancipation for a Sustainable Future, a cohort of about 40 South African girl learners from 4 inland provinces will be equipped with much-needed ICT skills at a coding camp in Polokwane between the 23rd of June and the 4th of July 2023. And to tell us more about the African Girls Can Code initiative, we're now joined by Leshabane, the Program Associate for UN Women South Africa Multi-Country Office. And of course, Sia now joins us via our Zoom link. Sia, thank you so much for joining us here on the late edition. If you can just give us a bit of more insight, how was this initiative born?
Thank you, Mbali. Thank you for having me. And we're excited about this initiative. So it actually started in 2019. When the AU and the International Telecommunication Union, together with UN Women, came together to launch this program in Johannesburg. Then fast forward in 2022, we then had the trainer where all countries kind of nominated the trainers that they would like to be able to help us launch this program, and that happened in Tanzania. So we launching this program together with other 10 African countries, as you have rightfully mentioned, that is the African Girls Can Code initiative. So it was born within the AU component, and now it's now part of the South Africa, and we have partnered with the Department of with the Department of Basic Education and the Department of Science and Technology, together with Siemens and the Belgium Embassy.
And Sia, we know that 40 girls from inland provinces are expected to benefit, from this training. How were they actually selected? I'm sure there's so many young girls across the country, who would have wanted to be part of this initiative. How did you come up with just 40, and how were they actually selected?
Yeah, a difficult task if you know, because in South Africa, a whole lot of girls are underprivileged. So what we did, together with the Department of Basic Education, we issued a call towards the schools that will assist us in the girls that are actually interested within the coding and robotics scheme. Because if we would have taken any other girl, it would have been difficult. So the initial call of point was someone who actually is interested and they can see themselves going into this field. Second step, we wanted to make sure that we actually go to the underprivileged, those no school paying schools, no fee paying schools. That was also where we went. So to make sure that we get those girls, they can benefit to this. This does not mean that the schools that pay school fees, there's a lack of this. But for us, we just felt for the first 40 cohort that we are taking in, we should go to those that are a little bit far from all of us. They had to reach schools. Those are the schools that we are picking up these coding camps with.
And why is this initiative so important? And I ask this because obviously here you are trying to build a youth of the future. What makes it so crucial, especially in a country like ours?
I think for us, it's just to make sure that within the gender mainstream in the office and within the women empowerment programs that we have, these young girls, they are being taught at an early age how to be able to access the markets, how to be able to enter these fields that are difficult. So if we start them at that young age, by the time they are young adults themselves, they'll be able to influence other people. So it is important that we acknowledge the fact that ICT, it's not a field that is easily accessible or easily done by girls. So it's a field that is male dominant. So for us to be able to break those barriers, it is important that we introduce, but also we kind of promote the coding camps within the young girls.
And Sia, what kind of skills will these young girls be given? At the same time, I also want to ask, will this just be a once-off a kind of training camp? Will they be assisted if, maybe they are still interested and they want to take this up much later on in their lives?
It would not be a once-off. Of course, for the inland, it's here in Polokwane, and for the coastal areas, it will be during the school holidays in September. So we're hoping that from this camp, these girls will be able to interact with robotics. They'll be able to interact with coding. They'll be able to kind of be taught how to develop apps, how to start or develop the website. So those mobile applications that we know that they are a soft or easy skill that is needed within the market, those are the skills that we're hoping that the 10 days that we are with the girls, we will be able to impart those skills. As much as the coding camp is 10 days, there is an aftercare program for 6 months, so that we make sure that it's not a once-off, but these girls are taken care of, then are taken care throughout the whole 6 months to make sure that we leaving them with a skill that is sustainable.
All right, Sia Leshabane, thank you so much for your time.